Wells Cathedral. Wells Cathedral is a temple of the English Church. It is placed in the city of Wells in Somerset and is the seat of the bishopric of Wells and Bath. It was created in Gothic style since the beginning, and this is important because some experts say it is the first truly building constructed in that style, with all the Gothic features, not as the French cathedrals, which went through different phases and they have parts from other styles. The construction began in 1175 and it was extended for more than 3 centuries, until 1490. It is one of the jewels of the early English Gothic. The place where today the cathedral can be seen was a Roman settlement, and during excavations in 1980, some remains of a mausoleum were identified. The Gothic cathedral was made on top of a previous church from the 8th century. It was promoted by Adon, the first bishop of Sherborne during the reign of King Anne of Wessex. This abbey church was dedicated to St. Andrew. Nowadays, some archaeological remains of it are still preserved, like the baptistone font or a few vestiges inside the cloister. Around the 10th century, the diocese of Sherborne was moved to Wells. In 1175, the Bishop Reginald Fitzjocelyn was the driving of the cathedral's raising, which was not completed until 1490. Between 1209 and 1213, the works were stopped because the King John had been excommunicated and the bishop was in exile. Finally, they were restarted and the main structure was completed in 1239 by the compromise of the bishop. It was designed by an unknown architect, but we know the names of others who participated in the construction of the building in different times. One of them was Adam Locke, who worked between 1192 and 1230. Although he followed the works of his precursor, Locke built the north porch to his own manner. On the other hand, the main facade was started by Thomas Norris in 1230. His both towers were designed in the perpendicular Gothic style by William Wynford, who also collaborated in some parts of the cathedral's early English style, like the tracery of the windows. Around 1306, they thought the cathedral was too tiny for the liturgy of the time, so John Druxford started a new phase to increase the size of the building. Thomas Whitney was the master mason in that moment, who also ran the construction of the Lady Chapel and the central tower. At the same time, William Joy was extending the choir to connect it with the Lady Chapel through the retrochoir. In the 13th century, the region suffered an earthquake, and because of that, in the 14th century they realized the piers which supported the crossing tower were sunken. So William Joy had a brilliant idea and created a magnificent solution of powerful and beautiful straining arches to help the piers to keep the weight. Finally, during the reign of Henry VII, the cathedral was completed.